Hi guys, it's me JB. Quick video reviewing the football from last night and the night before. Night before last, of course, Brighton against Nottingham Forest and Palace winning at Wolves. The Wolves was two good results there. I want to start with Burnley. Away at Birmingham last night. I'm disappointed with the point. I mean, a lot of the Burnley fans said it's a good point away from home, but we've led again in the game and we've lost it, and I'm so disappointed. You know, I'm teed off quite frankly. I mean, we had the lead. I mean, Johan Berg-Gudmundsson, he's got it in his locker. I mean, 25-yard cracker from the right hand side of the box. He's just smashed it in the top bins. It's a great goal, fantastic goal, and it's, you know, that should have been good enough to win the game. But our defensive frailties let us down again. I'm still claiming he was about a yard offside, although some of my friends are trying to who don't support Burnley are saying actually he was onside, but I'm not going to give Scott Organ any fucking credit because I didn't think that goal should have stood, but it stood. We haven't got no VAR and it remained 1-1, and you know, we hit a post as well at the start through J-Rod, and you know, it was just one of those nights again where we just dropped 2 points. And what irks me even more is our closest rivals, B-word Rovers, we'll have to mention the first name, right? They are second place and having lost 7 flipping games. How's that work out? And then you've got QPR managed by Ian Beale's cousin, or Ian Beale's brother, who's top of the league, and he's lost like 4 or 5 games. So you've got 2 teams in the top 2 that have lost something like 13 games between them, and they're in the top 2. That is scandalous. And we've lost what, 1 in 15 this season, and we're only 3rd. We've worked that one out. Ridiculous, Nicholas, but there you go. Right, anyway, Premier League, right, moving on, Premier League, and I've got to touch on Cristiano Ronaldo here. United were too good in beating Spurs. I thought Fred's goal was brilliant. I thought Bruno Fernandes, I mean, I watched it back late last night, and Bruno Fernandes was just unplayable. I think when Ronaldo isn't in the team, I think United played better, because the problem with Cristiano Ronaldo, the great player he is, and he's won every domestic and major European honour in club football. Okay, he's never won the World Cup, but you know, that's just a technicality. But he's been one of the best players in the world for donkey's years, along with Messi and all that lot. But I've got a question. Why was he storming down the tunnel like a 10-year-old? He's a 37-year-old experienced player. He's been there, seen it, done it, and got the t-shirt several million times over. Why does he feel the need to walk down the tunnel 2 minutes before the end of the game when his team are winning 2-0 and cry like a 5-year-old? It's preposterous. It's not good for Manchester United. It's not a good look. If Alex Ferguson saw that, I hope he's gone in there and given him the ear dryer treatment afterwards, and Erik ten Hag as well, because you know, he's disrespecting everybody in the football club. It's ridiculous. So I think from that aspect, I think, you know, if Ten Hag and Ferguson team up and tell Ronaldo this is how it is, it's not all about Cristiano Ronaldo, it's all about Manchester United. It's got to be that way. Yes, Ronaldo's earning the most money. Yes, Ronaldo's the world reputed 37-year-old best player in the world. He's going to have one last crack at trying to win the World Cup, which I doubt he'll win, right? What I will say is, you don't throw your toys out the pram just because you're substitute and you're not being used. You're part of a team, be part of the team. Absolutely ridiculous, and that just marred a very good performance from Manchester United. They were worthy of the 3 points. Spurs were nowhere. They had a chance or two with Harry Kane, but in the main I thought they were disappointing, and you know, it would have been nice to see Spurs up there with Arsenal, but it isn't to be, and Arsenal remain 4 points clear. So it's all good, and it's a shame their game didn't take place last night, but it takes place in the new year, and if they're still in Western second by then, what a match that's going to be, you know what I mean? And I can watch it on Prime Video as well. Liverpool and West Ham. Liverpool are winning ugly now, you know. I mean, they've drawn too many games this season for a lot of people's liking. I'm a big fan of Jurgen Klopp. I'm a big fan of Liverpool and the way they play the game, but Nunez, the new signing Darwin Nunez, who I saw in the Community Shield with Manchester City, a new arsehole really, he's back to his best. He got the winning goal, and then there was the penalty kick. There was a few VAR decisions in there. Jared Bowen, unfortunately, he wasn't super smashing great like his namesake the late great Jim Bowen, because he missed the penalty. Great save from Alisson. West Ham had another chance towards the end with Malmalenko, just couldn't take it, and in the end Liverpool escaped with 3 points. But West Ham played really well on the night and could count themselves very unlucky not to get at least one. Newcastle against Everton. I thought Newcastle was superb last night. They're sneaking up on the Eddie Howe. I think, you know, a lot of questions were raised a year ago when Eddie took over the reins, when Amanda Stabley and the Saudis took over, and the fans from the Saudi Arabia took over. But he's done a fantastic job. You've got to say that. Okay, he's got a better budget than a lot of his other clubs, Burnley, Bournemouth, etc, etc. But he's done an amazing job. And to get him into 6th place, I think he's at the moment, even above Liverpool. I mean, that's a great start for Newcastle, and they're doing really well. So credit goes to Eddie Howe and his side, because they've got a very good spirit in there. Yes, they've spent quite big, but Trippier, I think at right wing back, has done an exceptional job. He's a skipper of the side. He does really well. Nick Pope was a good acquisition there in goals. So they're doing really, really well. So fair play to Newcastle there. Brentford Chelsea, forgettable 0-0 draw, and I forget what the other game was. Anyway, we'll go on to Tuesday's action. Nottingham Forest grabbed up a priceless away point. Brighton, I think, had something like, I think they must have had about 20 shots at goal on Tuesday night and still couldn't beat Dean Anderson. And there's a statistic now bandied around that they haven't scored the last 54 shots at goal. Brighton now in the last few games under their new manager. I mean, they've had a good start to the season. They bossed Potter. They're still okay, but it's going to take this new manager time, because he's coming to a side that's been brimming with confidence, and it's not easy to come in when the team's brimming with confidence. When your team's low, it's easy to get them playing and get them motivated again, but it's very difficult. And I want to touch on Wolves finally. Wolverhampton Wanderers. I mean, they're a good side. You look at the team, you look at the players they've got. They've lost Bruno Lage. They sacked him and that. And the problem with Wolves is now, I don't know what their identity is. I mean, Steve Davis, ex-Burnley player, not Steve Davis 2, Steve Davis 1. Yeah, okay, he's a Wolves fan. You'll know exactly who I mean. Burnley fans will, but he's in caretaker charge. He's a Wolves supporter and all that type of thing, and he's done really well. He's got a few points, but they're just above the trap door at the moment. And a defeat against Palace. To be fair, I mean, Costa should have scored at 0-0. They did take the lead and went in at half time or goal up, and things were looking good for them, and then it all fell apart in the second half. Eze scored a great goal, bad defending, but then, Wilf Zaha, he's a great player. What does he see on occasions? He thinks he's Cristiano Ronaldo half the time, but his goal he scored last night was genius, pure genius, and he took great bit of dummy the Wolves player, got into the shooting position and just fired it into the back of the net. Great goal, great result for Palace, and I think after a slow start, I think Patrick Vieira's getting them playing now. But that's my view on the weird and wonderful world of this week's football. Of course, there's 2 games taking place tonight as well. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and please hit the notifications as well, please, guys. We'd like to see you hitting the notifications, and please subscribe, because a lot of people that are watching us at the moment on JB Sports aren't subscribing. So if you are watching us for the first time on any of the videos that are out there, whether it's the commentary hub stuff, whether it's the PES stuff, the FIFA, or even little reviews like this, please hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. It costs you nothing to subscribe to us. If you like what you see, subscribe to us, hit the notification bell. Again, it costs you nothing, and you'll get first dibs on when the videos are coming out and being uploaded, or any premieres that are coming up. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed our 10-minute review. Take care, see you soon, and up the Clabbers. Take care, bye bye.